At its heart, it's a time travel mystery. You have this woman by the name of Annabelle Aster. She's an eccentric who lives in modern-day San Francisco. And you have this dowdy old school marm living in a Victorian Kansas wheat field. And they exchange letters through this crazy letterbox that kind of sits in this no man's land between time and these two locations. They discover that the person responsible for this letterbox is a Victorian magician, and they discover that he was murdered. He was murdered 100 years ago on Annie's timeline, but he will be murdered in 3 days on Elspeth's timeline. And Annie is sending Elspeth off to stop the murder. And that's basically the essence of what happens in the book. The book is about marginalized people. There are 5 protagonists in the book. And each one of them actually is a representation. Annabelle Aster, my protagonist, she actually has a chronic illness that she hides from everybody. And it's actually life-threatening. And so she represents people who are dealing with chronic illness, and as a society, we struggle with that. We try to hide them. Elspeth represents old age. One of my favorite characters, Cap'n, she doesn't even have a name, and she's this 12-year-old girl who's the leader of a street gang in Victorian Kansas. She represents homelessness. Annie's best friend is Christian Keebler. Christian is struggling with his sexual identity, so he represents that. He represents the LGBT community. And his bête noir, the man with whom he's enthralled and who just frustrates the heck out of him, his name is Edmund. Edmund is a functional drug addict. A book for me is an experience, and that experience is when I'm actually transported inside the pages, and I just want to do that for the reader. If I can charm them with the story itself, if I can give them what A.A. Milne gave me when I first read Winnie the Pooh, then it's a win.